I am pleased and privileged to invite Carlos Palacios, the current County Executive Officer for Santa Cruz County, to give us some reflections on his amazing leadership and service of over 33 years in our region, and we're proud to say that he's a former board member for MBEP as well. Please welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much. I was very honored to be asked to speak here today as I bring my career to a close. I'm actually retiring in December. And I started way back in Watsonville, where I became the city manager, served for over 2 decades in Watsonville, and then now I've been a decade in Santa Cruz County. And as I bring my career to a close, I remember all of the events that we've been through together, and I want to thank you for your partnership over the years, because in the end, what's so important is the relationships we build at events like this. And that's why Monterey Bay Economic Partnership is so important, because not only the initiatives we pursue, but also the relationships we build. I came to Watsonville right after the earthquake, the 1989 earthquake. Many of you maybe don't remember how devastating the earthquake was. Watsonville had its entire downtown devastated, which not only was the center of our small businesses, but also our tax base at that time. We lost over 1/3 of our housing units as well. Our hospital, our school district, churches, all devastated. I remember what a bleak time it was at that moment. And what I learned is that as partnerships between the private sector, businesses, local governments, including cities and counties, school districts, nonprofits, that really brought the community back together and brought us forward and helped us to recover. And that lesson has carried forward as we moved forward in the years. 1995, we had our first flood in the Pajaro River, and then 2023, I was living through that again. 2020, COVID, 2020, the CZU fires. Through all of it, the most crucial thing that we brought to move forward was our relationships. And again, those relationships have to be personal, and they have to be trustworthy between the business sector and cities and counties. I remember specifically, I'm looking over there at Rene Mendez when he was city manager in Watsonville in 2023, and we were on the phone at 3:30 in the morning during the floods of 2023. And we were having to make some very, very difficult decisions that were going to affect thousands of people. So I know how tough these jobs are. And so I want to, as I close my career, thank all of you in public service, whatever you're doing, whether you're on the city council or board of supervisors, or you're serving in schools or our cities or counties. I know how hard your jobs are. And I want to thank you, because ultimately, that is what is the basis for our democracy. As we go through so much at the federal level right now, we know that right now, local government at the ground level is what is most important. So I thank you for your service. Thank you for all of the things you go through. I know how hard it is, especially those of you who are elected and take that step to run for office, which is so difficult. I know how hard those meetings are. I know how much you get accosted at the grocery store and at church and all of that, and I thank you for that, because again, that's where our democracy is. In the next decade, you're going to face some big challenges. One of them is HR 1, which is, we talked about, Dr. Radner talked about this morning. What is so important to note about that is that it is going to be very, very difficult time for our counties. Keeping our health clinics, dental clinics, mental health facilities open is going to be very challenging. Our hospitals are going to be very, very challenged to stay open. There's going to be many hospitals in the next few years that are going to be under a tremendous fiscal pressure. We know that climate change continues to impact us. And again, that is going to happen over and over again, and we're going to have to work together. And then finally, AI is going to be transformative, and it's going to affect everyone, including our local governments. So my only advice to you in the future is to work together, pull together, and please rely on each other as a community. We've done it before. We've got through the earthquake, we got through floods, we've got through the worst fires that have ever hit this area, and we came out stronger because of that, our relationships. So as we enter into this next decade, I urge you to continue to building on those relationships and relying on each other as a community. Thank you so much. I am not going to work for any of you, but I'm going to be on the sidelines cheering for you. Thank you so much.